Alright, I've decided to make a video of this because I'm fixing my mother's car. Windshield washer pump crapped out. And it's super easy to change out. So, this is a 2012 Hyundai Elantra Touring. Very easy, 2012 again, Hyundai Elantra. All you have to do is just come to the passenger side front bumper, turn your front wheel all the way to the right, move the mud flap, the mud guard. You're gonna use your fingers, so when it's in there, it's all the way behind this. So you're just gonna use your finger to pry into this little section here and pull this out. You see? And then right there, you see the motor. 3 things you need to disconnect. Well, technically 4. First, disconnect the power. And you can do this all literally with one hand. I'm holding my phone in one side and doing it with my other hand. Then disconnect one hose. There's another hose behind, which I can do later. But the other thing is you're going to actually take this motor out. Now, if you have any liquid in the reservoir, all that's going to pour out when you pull the motor out. So you're just going to lift up on that tab, and then pull out the motor, and you can see how it gushes out there. Then the other hose is on the other side. Again, this is all one-handed that I'm doing. That's how easy it is. And there it is. You can see the part number. And this is the brand new one that I just installed, but I thought this was so easy that any person that's kind of afraid of doing something themselves. So this part you're going to need 2 hands for, because I need to hold this motor in order to be able to plug the hose into one side. That's the only time you'll need 2 hands. Alright, because once you have it installed, you don't even need to worry about holding it with 2 hands. I just want to put this hose in first because it's going to be facing the opposite way and it'll be harder for me to get to. So easier for me to do it with 2 hands. So I'm going to try and balance that. I'm going to grab the one hose. And plug in. There you go. That easy. Once you got that done, you can see they're being held up with a little kind of clip thing on the reservoir. Once you got that done, you can actually plug this motor back into where it belongs, and everything else goes in. There you go. You saw it clip up there. It fit in there. And then from there you just take the rest of the stuff and connect it all back together. Here's the second hose for the pump. That's all the way in. And then just take the wiring harness. It's only one way it can go in, and plug it back in. Wait, you gotta push all the way down until you hear that click. If you don't hear that little click, then that means it's gonna be able to easily come off. I'll give you an example of that. My hands are slippery now, but there you go. So if I push down just like that, it'll easily come out. See? So you gotta push down all the way until you hear that click. There you go. That's it. That's how easy it is to change out the motor on a Hyundai Elantra 2012 Touring. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same for all the Elantras in that generation. There you go. And then all you have to do, push this all back in. You get the hint. Anyway, I'll use this 2 hands and it's done. Adios. Oh, and then of course you're gonna want to fill this back up because you would have lost all of your windshield washer fluid. And don't be alarmed because you will hear the motor buzzing once you fill this back up, and it'll take a while for all the fluid to get back into the lines. And you'll probably be pulling the trigger for at least a minute before the water starts coming out of the reservoir and onto your windshield. Enjoy.